everybody. I'm Jesse, and welcome to another edition of Gen X Thanks. Hanging with Christopher, DVS, Tomcat. What's up? Good morning. Glad to see y'all here. And this morning, Oliver Russ, Tyler. Hey, good morning. Yeah, the usual suspects, Oliver. The gang's all here. Glad to see y'all. As some of y'all know, Living and Active, there he is. Great podcast last night. Great live stream, Living. Yeah, you did a great job, dude. Rusty Doob out of the cold North Canada. What's up, Rusty? Good morning. Wayne Beatty. What's up, Wayne? Glad to see you here, buddy. Glad you could make it, Wayne. All right. So to kick this off this morning, it's Thursday, February 26th. So it's our morning show. So today I'm going to talk about sedition. There he is. Good morning, sedition. I was watching Matt Walsh this morning, and I've been watching him for quite a while, and he's got a lot of good stuff to say, and I agree with a lot of what he says. But he said something this morning that that kind of just showed what he's all about, and I just quit watching his ass completely now. Just like a bunch of others, I've gone through this thing where I'll watch people like Matt Walsh, the bigger channels. And because I agree with most of what they say, but then their true colors will shine through, and I can no longer support them. And this morning, he actually called people like me morons, straight up, pointed us out and called us morons. Jeff 7, Dog Karma, Tripwire, what's up? Glad to see y'all here. And by people like me, I'm, and this is his words, referring to podcasters who say that the whole left-right thing, Democrat-Republican thing, is fake, and it's just a means of division. Y'all have heard me say it many, many times. All right, and he claimed that I'm not smart enough to understand the nuances of politics, and I've said that before. That's one of the main things they want you to get through your thick skull, is you're just not smart enough to understand politics and the stock market and the economy. You're just too stupid to understand this stuff. So let the big boys do it, and you just stay out of the way, and you vote the way you're supposed to vote. And to respond to that, okay, I have to suppose one of two things: that Matt Walsh is stupid, all right, because he just can't comprehend the fact that that those of us saying that understand completely that the public down on the ground, the voters, are divided. There is a left and right. There is a Democrat and Republican, division among the voters. 100%. Yeah, and that's by design. That's the problem. That 100%. Now, when you get up on Capitol Hill, senators, congressmen, that's where the line starts getting gray and becomes invisible. Okay? Up there on Capitol Hill, they don't give a shit about Democrat or Republican. If they did, they would vote accordingly. They would pass laws accordingly. When the Republicans got in power, they would pass Republican conservative laws and repeal Democratic bullshit regulations and laws. But they don't. No matter who you vote for up there, no matter which lawyer you vote for, they do the same shit year after year, decade after decade. Matt Walsh would have you vote for, SpongeBob SquarePants, as long as he's got an R on his chest you do your Republican duty. Uh, so Matt Walsh would have you voting for your local lawyer, whether they have a R or a D on their chest, and you just vote that way no matter what. Don't think. Heaven forbid you think, because then you're a moron. You're a moron if you think. If you ask questions, uh, you're a moron. If you dare consider, that maybe this division isn't the best thing for the common people, then you're too stupid to understand what they're going. So that's one scenario, that Matt Walsh is just too stupid to understand this stuff, right? That he's not thinking. He's just he is that actually that stupid. But I would actually, after listening to him for a couple of years, I would give them the benefit of the doubt and say he's not that stupid. That he's actually a cog in the machine, and he is a tool of division, and he's doing exactly what he's paid to do. So yeah, that's basically what I got on my mind this morning, because there are several themes here. We're too stupid to understand. We need to hate the opposite side, because they're definitely the bad guys no matter what. They are the bad guys. We need to hate them, and the only way to defeat them is to vote Republican, right? And this division, if you see this shit, look at all these ICE protests and stuff. Now, past presidents have deported people before. They've done mass waves of deportations, and you didn't have people chasing them around with cameras and stuff and doing protests or anything. Why? Hmm? Because we didn't have people like Matt Walsh on the other side, right? And on this side, but on the other side, fueling this shit. We didn't have people riling them up and talking about how bad deportations were. Uh, and these talking heads and these celebrities who fuel this and a play on people's emotions to get them riled up. They are the tools of division. Okay, they're just cogs in the machine. They're trying to keep us divided. They're trying to keep us hating each other. And it's just a fact. We don't have to hate each other. We can vote separate ways and believe in different things, and we don't have to hate each other. Uh, and that those are just facts. Anybody who tells you different, that you have to hate someone else, I would say, question that. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you how to think, what to believe. You hate who you want, but you can question that. I know this. I will be truthful. You can question that. You can think about it and decide whether or not to hate. You do not have to hate because someone else told you to hate. So that's my theme for today. Matt Walsh. Uh, I won't be watching another second of Matt Walsh after that shit. And that's just a choice I made this morning. So my wife told me, she saw me unsubscribe to Matt Walsh. She was like, "We're not going to have anybody to watch us. We'll watch that virtual fireplace." Yeah, we just sit here and watch the fire on TV. That's it. So yeah, it's better than watching that dog shit. I don't need to be talked down to, told I'm stupid for actually asking questions and trying to figure this shit out. So let's see. Now I'm done running my mouth. Tripwire, Raziel, DVS, Jeff 7. Who else we got here? Erica. All right. OG. Yeah, you'll learn more that way asking questions, Roz. A warm gun, Roz, or Oliver. Yeah, it's up to each of us, Tomcat. OG Matt Walsh is a right wing Republican talking head. Um, the 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 Republicans answer to Rachel Maddow and all those left wing lunatics over there. He's more conservative, so I agree with a lot of what he says, but some of the stuff he says is just way too far. And like today, it just uh, bothered me. He's actually calling people stupid who would dare question his masters. You know what I mean? That shit pissed me off. Yeah, Hurst. Hey, Hurst. Yeah, what's up, Hurst? Yeah, it did. But you won't hear those kind of people talk about that either. You know, you don't hear Matt Walsh talking about war or uh, major things that are wrong. He's just constantly bitching about black people and leftists and a lot of these stuff he says is factually true. Don't get me wrong, but you know, he's sowing hatred and division. I'm sitting there watching that, and when I watch that stuff, even though what he says is factually true, I'm sitting there, and I'm questioning everything he says and all these other people, these other talking heads, and I'm looking at it with an analytical mind and making decisions on the things they say based on my own experience and actually putting thought into it. But this morning, it hit me that the most of his audience aren't doing that. They're just absorbing everything he's saying like it's manna from heaven, and it's just despicable. It really is, and that it is propaganda. Yeah, so a lot of what he says I agree with, and but still, I can't condone that kind of propaganda, that kind of brainwashing bullshit. Yeah, yeah, OG, yeah, propaganda working very well. All of the grifters, yeah, and you hear stuff about people all the time. Just people say that Matt Walsh is a grifter, whoever's so and so is a grifter, and all this stuff. But that's all people say. There's no they never, almost never put any argument behind it. Display any evidence. So now, I can present evidence that Matt Walsh is a grifter, basically. Uh, and he's just a tool of division. Even though a lot of what he says we agree with, we got to think about even if you do watch him like I did and agree with a lot of what he says, think about the subtler message there. Think about what he's pushing. He is selling division, uh, and that's it. That's his main product is division. Yeah, truth and living honestly. Yeah, yeah, Rusty. Mojo, what's up, Mojo? Yeah, my wife just told me that the other day that MD didn't stand for Mad Dog. I like to know the first person who's just named it Mad Dog. You know what I mean? Somebody just came up with that, and it spread. It went viral back in the '80s. I had no idea until recently that it stands for Mogen David or Mogan David, whatever that is. It's the name of the person that or people that the Brewitt that came out and started the company. Yeah, sex cells turn into hate cells. You're absolutely right, Christopher. Yeah, Erica. Yeah, they're going too far. Yeah, 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 and they should be talking about unity. And what started me down this path with Matt Walsh is actually he would get on there and bitch about his Republicans that he voted for and how they're up there, they're doing absolutely nothing, they're bitching about them, crying and shit. The Republicans, they're just doing nothing, they won't do anything, and we voted for them. Dude, stop voting for them. Stop telling other people to vote for them. Stop it. I mean, what? And then you're gonna call me stupid? You know what I mean? You're gonna call us stupid because we think? Stop telling people to vote for them dumbasses. Stop telling people to vote for them, those lifelong politicians, those career politicians who've been up there amassing a fortune and robbing the common people. Stop it. But he'll be up there in a couple more months crying about the Republicans. They won't pass the voter ID. I mean, and they've got the majority. Why won't they do it? Because they don't want to do it. They tell you they want to do it, but they don't want to do it because they're not Republicans. And the Democrat politicians aren't Democrats. That's what I'm talking about up there on Capitol Hill. They're not, there's no division up there. It's all down here among us. Yeah. But either he's too dumb to grasp that simple concept, or he's just a straight up hustling grifter, selling division, out the back of a damn Cadillac trunk. Yeah, the left has already gone too far, and the right is right behind them. Yep. Hill Bill, what's up, Hill Bill? Northwest Montana. Yeah. MJ, Chicago, what's up, MJ? Glad to see you here. Yeah, America first, Americans first. Yeah. Yeah. Kids aren't pumping out babies, at least. Yeah, jokers to the left of me. Yeah, DVS. You're absolutely right, dude. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, Tomcat. Sovereign America and her sovereign citizens. Yeah. Yeah, don't vote, get organized. Well, I'm not completely against voting. I don't know that, but we can't keep voting for these Republican lawyers and Democrat lawyers. I know we can't keep doing that. We got to try something different. You keep doing the same shit over and over again. That's the definition of insanity, right? So the population of the United States together as a collective is insane by that definition. So what is the cure for insanity? That's what we need to find out. Yeah, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Yeah, Ross. Yeah, that's exactly what we are. Yep. Yeah, cut property tax, but increase exit tax. Okay. Yeah, that wraps up these politicians. Yeah. Yeah, OG. Yep. Yeah, they think we're stupid. Well, honestly, I don't know if they do, right? They want other people to think we're stupid, other common folks like ourselves, the sheep that are, buying after them. They want them to think we're stupid, but they actually know that we're the danger. So that's why they point their guns at us, right? And want to ridicule us because they know that we're the danger. We're the actual threat to the system. Rabbit, what's up? Connecting the rabbit holes. Yeah, the have-nots to come after the haves. Yeah, the apocalypse would level the playing field, wouldn't it? Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, it's a joke, Bill. Yeah, you're right about that, dude. Tried to be sovereign, they fought you too. Oh yeah, they're going to. Yeah. Yeah, MJ, yeah, it's a shit show. And it's gonna change, and one way or the other it's gonna change. Yeah, they'll either destroy it themselves or we'll fix it. Either way, it's gonna hurt. But yeah, as I've said before, any long term change is gonna hurt, right? It must. It has to, because if you fix anything, say you blow a head gasket, you've got to rip the engine apart to get to it. You know, if you have cancer, you got to cut into the body to get to it, to remove it. Surgery hurts. And that's across the board. To fix something permanently, it's going to hurt. Yeah, we could basically give the government and the economy some painkillers. You know what I mean? And basically get us through. Kick the can down the road a little bit and limp along. And but I've seen that my whole life. And we go deeper into debt and deeper into the bullshit, deeper into the division, deeper into the hate, keep constantly blaming it on each other. You know, the Democrat people, common people, blame it on the Republicans for voting Republican. The Republicans blame it on the Democrats. The conservatives blame it on the liberals. The blacks blame it on the whites. The whites blame it on the Hispanics blame it on the whites. The whites blame it on everybody. You know what I mean? Uh, so at some point, we've all got to just wake up and look around and look at who's actually causing this shit. And they're all up there on Capitol Hill. They're all sitting in offices of Microsoft and Amazon and Apple and Google and all these places. These insurance, multi-billion-dollar insurance conglomerates and the pharmaceutical industries and the Monsantos and the Tysons and these huge monopolies. These are the institutions that are causing all these problems. It's not the people. Yeah, pain is God's way of telling you you're still alive. Yeah, Jeff 7. Yep. They used to tell us in the Army, pain is weakness leaving the body. I never bought into that bullshit. That shit just hurt. Yeah. Yep, you're right, though. The right kind of pain cures and builds sedition. And that's the kind of pain they were talking about. They were talking about. Oh, okay. In inguinal and umbilical. Okay, I've never heard of that. Yeah. Oh, gee, yeah. They removed the gold standard and then just printed all the money they wanted. Uh, it's just straight up, and it's straight up theft. Inflation is just another form of taxation. They just print more money than we have, so our money is worth less. Uh, but they have ways around it through stock market manipulation. So it doesn't matter to them. Oh, okay. He acts like a boomer, Christopher. Oh, hernias. All right, living. Coffee Hearst. All right. Yeah, lottery is a volunteer tax. Yeah, you're right. Oh, sedition, yeah. Digital dollars and digital ID, which the digital ID is the worst of the two. I mean, we're already pretty much using digital money. Only like 8% of our currency is paper, physical anymore. Most of the money spent is digital. So the digital money doesn't scare me as much as the digital ID. That's the real problem. They put you on the blockchain, your identification on the blockchain, everything you own, everything connected to you, every bill you have is on the blockchain. They can just turn you off, turn off your existence. You'll be a non-entity. Yeah, any amount is never enough. Yeah, yeah, a million, a billion, what's enough? Yeah, Rusty. Okay, yeah, yeah, we can't keep ignoring it, OG. No, I'm going to do that this morning. Hurst, I'm going to go check the mail this morning on my way to work. Yeah, it's I think it's good to be as active as we can, as active as our bodies will let us. Uh, I think our health is tied directly to our level of activity uh, and our diet. Oh yeah, yeah. They don't. So a lot of them don't. MJ, they don't even take cash anymore. Yeah, Hurst sent us something. It's a surprise though. He won't even tell me, so we'll find out together. Maybe I'll open it during tonight's live stream if it's there. Is Thursday. Yeah. So tonight we have a live stream. I'll open the package here so we can all find out what her sent us together. How's that? Yeah, I've been working on the blockchain all the live long day. Yeah, Roz. No, the taxes came about in right after the bank was instituted in 1913. Christopher, we've only had taxes for a little over 100 years now, and yeah, they were supposed to be temporary because of for the war to pay for the war, but they just never rescinded them. And that's another thing I've got questions about. Uh, and this whole time, I'll admit when I'm wrong, and I don't know that I'm wrong yet, but I'm starting to question this. I have been a big proponent of the tariffs, Trump's tariffs. All right. Um, I didn't see anything wrong with them. That's how the government used to make their money. They didn't tax the people. They used to tariff other countries. That's how the government made their income, not through taxes of the citizens, but through tariffing companies and other countries. Okay. So I always thought that tariffs were a good thing. Now, um, in this day and age, in this instance, all right, what has happened is Trump is tariffing these companies and these countries. Number one, and we haven't seen any benefit of it. The people, where's all this money gone? These hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs that they've collected. Where's the relief? I haven't seen any of it. Number one. Number two, uh, as soon as Trump gets out of office, the next president's going to rescind all these tariffs. They're going to be gone. All right. And when they're gone, these companies are not going to lower their prices. I will bet my left ass cheek on it. They didn't lower their prices after COVID. During COVID, the prices skyrocketed because of transport and shipping and all that, and lack of manpower. But after all that shit got corrected, the prices did not come down after COVID. We still Everything still cost the same as it did during the height of COVID. None of these companies brought their prices back down and gave us any kind of relief. Now, I read an article where the chairman of Goldman Sachs or whatever said basically that these companies aren't going to lower the prices. It's not going to happen. when the tariffs are rescinded, they're not going to lower their prices because people are accustomed to paying those prices, and these companies are not going to let go of those profits. So we're getting screwed again. Imagine that. Imagine that. So no relief from the tariffs, higher prices eternally, and that's what we're getting from it. Whether Trump's getting stuff done by instituting these tariffs, getting leverage with other countries and stuff, I can't say. I hope something positive is coming out of it, but as far as us on the ground here, the working folks, we're just taking it in the ass like we always do. You get 6% off if you pay cash. Okay, that's good. Yeah, trip. Yep. It's not worth anything. It's worthless. The only value the money has is in our heads. It's the value we give it. The only thing worth that actually has value is our time, the time of human beings. In my opinion, yeah. After 2020, the prices are still going up. Yep. Yeah. When they can lower the amount of what you're buying. Yep. Yeah. Tariffs raise the prices across the board, and they're not coming down. Yep. Yeah. Almost like they're all in on it, huh, Rusty? Almost like they're in on it. Everybody's in on it except us, Rusty. Yeah. Now I hear all the time that I'm supposed to be mad at Canada because Canada's been putting tariffs on American goods and shit for decades, and they've been screwing over America, right? That's what I'm told all the time. If when I listen to any conservative voice out there, uh, Canada's been screwing over America, and we're both basically Canada is a welfare state of America and all this shit, Rusty. That's what we're told down here. I don't know if you see that stuff up there, but that's what we're told down here. Basically, Canada is on American welfare, United States welfare. Um, yeah, and that shit is is again more division. I'm supposed to hate Canadians. You know what I mean? That's what I'm told to do. Vote Republican and hate Canadians. That's my job. You're on your way to Philippines? You better send us some cool pictures, Oliver, from the Philippines, dude. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so. I'm not sure exactly what we have coming by 2030, but I have a conspiracy theory that we have something pretty big coming in 2030. A grain of wheat is going to cost $1. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, DVS. Yeah, kick them all out, Hurst. Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, MJ, for 10 times less, we have to work harder and get less for that work. Yeah, yeah, just sending them pallets of money. Yeah. Oh no, pallets of the money stacked up on the street because, and they were doing that during the Great Depression. A wheelbarrow full of money to buy a loaf of bread, from what I understand. Ah, no shit, sedition. That does not surprise me either. Yeah, I've heard Poland's the place to be. Hearst, yeah. told us to go vacation in Mexico instead of Florida. Yeah. Yeah. I believe it, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Hate us, Rusty. That's the message, right? We get the same message down here. And how many morons are actually, or not morons, just gullible people, gullible sheep are actually buying that shit, that these politicians are selling us. And we're hurting each other, Rusty. We're not hurting those politicians. They don't give a shit. We're hurting each other. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Fighting to not see what's really going on. Yeah. Yeah. Have to sell our vehicles to pay for a tank of gas. American Mutt. What's up, American Mutt? Glad to see you here. Yeah. No, Christopher. Yeah. Poland. Everything I see about Poland, they seem to be, have a head on their collective shoulders over there. Yeah, spending more money and getting less products. Yep, MJ, you're absolutely right. Mega and MAGA, the highest degrees in Freemasonry. Is that real, Tomcat? Yara loves our morning chats, Hurst. That's awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just I'd say about close to 50% of plates are out of state, and then you have a lot of residents who have come down from up north, who tag their stuff down here. So that's not even the real number of people who come down from up north. There's a whole lot of them, and they don't really. It gets irritating, especially in the winter when the traffic is just horrible and all the people flood down here. Don't get me wrong, but our economy, um, the Florida economy, depends on them, so they're important. What irritates me is when I see license plates from other southern states, Louisiana and Texas. I'm like, what the hell y'all doing? Arizona. What the hell y'all doing over here? Y'all are just driving across. You know what I'm saying? It's warm in Arizona and Texas. You know, you don't need to come over here and clog up our traffic. I'm just kidding about Arizonans and Texans, but just something to bitch about in my mind when I'm stuck in traffic and I see a Arizona license plate. I'm like, what? Come on, are you kidding me? uh, yeah, yeah. Well, I understand people moving to the south, but for weather reasons, not and, and maybe political reasons, but it's the people who are, if you're going to change your if you don't like the politics in your area, and no matter what, whether you're Democrat or Republican or whatever, and you're voting and changing your geographical location is just part of the solution. You know what I mean? You need to look at the problem. The problem isn't that the majority of people are voting Democrat. It's that everybody's voting for lawyers. That's the problem. Yeah, if we're really going to fix things, we gotta stop. I mean, stop the madness. Yeah, Illinois loves going to Florida, Erica. Yeah, you're right about that. I see a lot of Illinois plates down here. Yeah, yeah, sedition. Yeah, yeah. up north, we always did this different. Yeah, yeah, we don't do it down like that down here. Out of nation plates. Yeah, no, they shouldn't be. Tomcat, I agree. You've never been south Atlanta, Georgia? Okay. Florida's a good state, don't get me wrong, but you got to come down here during the winter. Don't come down here in the dog days of summer. It just, no. Jeff Boyardee, what's up? Moved to Louisiana. Yeah, some good damn food in Louisiana. Some great people too. Yeah, reset the system. Yeah, Christopher. You're gonna run. You have my vote, OG. As long as you're not a lawyer, dude. Yeah, if you're a truck driver or a damn mechanic or something, a damn plumber, I'll vote for you. From Texas to Florida, the opposite of Minnesota to Oregon. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, yeah. He wasn't a lawyer. Yeah, DVS. We got to hand that to him at least. Louisville, Kentucky. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He had a TV show and he was a WWE. Yep. Shannon, where's Shannon? There you are, Shannon. Good morning. Glad to see you here. Mike Fleisner, my boy. What's up, Mike? Move back to Europe or move to Europe? Yeah, Tomcat. Yeah, yeah. Avoid the tourist season too. Yeah, there's a few months in between there. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Christopher. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, great music, culture, everything. Louisiana is a great state. Yeah, let's put a group of servicemen in Congress. Yeah, OG. All right, DVS, OG for president. Yeah, it's weird in Florida. Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, why they still put direction on the shampoo bottle. Yeah, Jeff, AOC, and them. Yeah. Oh, okay. During the summer in Chicago, I went to Chicago in the early winter. It was cold, but it was a great place. I enjoyed it. I only stayed there a few days. In Somalia and open some leering centers, American mutt. We can open, yeah. Let's start a chain of leering centers in Somalia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were Jeff. Yeah, Tomcat. Yeah, I believe so. I believe you're right, Tomcat. Yeah, that's what they fear. People thinking. Yep. AF, what's up? Oh, okay. All right, AF. I'll check it out. Yeah, aloe. Yeah, we've got aloe grows like crazy down here in Florida. We've just got aloe all over the place. I never buy aloe. I just go out in the yard and get, cut a leaf off. Yeah. We have people like Eastwood and we get Biden's. Yep. Oh, it's all rigged, tripwire. It's all rigged. Yeah. Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, DVS. It was hot, dude. Yeah. And I was working outside in it. Oh, the Home Alone house in the North Shore suburbs of Winnetka, Illinois. Oh, all right. Folding ladder. What's up? Oh, you're off to work? Okay, buddy. Oh, all right. Oh, good. Sounds like you're living right, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Giving us a new toy, Internet of Worldly Information. Yeah. Yeah, the whole state thing, we have here in Florida, we have a flood of tourists and what we call snowbirds, for those of you who don't know. Um, they all come down here during the winter and traffic just gets bad. And a lot of them are old, you know, boomers now, just really old people in their 80s and shit. And they drive like shit. They're either going, I actually saw, I didn't see it happen. I saw the aftermath. This old man, like 80 years old, he didn't take his medication and he passed out, hit a stop sign. The stop sign, was buried in a big slab of concrete, but he hit it so fast that the stop sign went over like that and ripped the concrete out and it launched his car. His car was sitting on top of a cinder block wall. Yeah, about 6 feet up in the air. A cinder block wall that went around a subdivision. Yeah. Um, that's the kind of shit we see down here in Florida all the time. And there's always in the winter the accident percentage, the incidents of accidents go up, they skyrocket because all these old people flood down here and clog up the streets. They're either, you know, there are two types of old people. Ones that drive around 20 miles an hour everywhere, literally everywhere. They just do 20 miles an hour, scared to death. Or they're just all over the damn place. What the hell's going on. You really got to be careful. Uh, it's crazy. Um, so it's irritating during the winter when all these old people flood down here. But at the same time, our economy depends on that kind of stuff. So it's hard to hate on them too much. In Madrid, they had the hugest aloes, Shannon. 6 feet tall. Holy shit. Yeah, ours. I mean, we're lucky, if you get one like with the petals like 2 or 3 feet long. Those are pretty big one down here, but they're all over the damn place. Yeah. Oh, they made it lame and a modern beige. Okay, yeah. If I didn't know that. Yeah, oh yeah, a lot of Ohio tags down here. Yep. At the Amityville house, tripwire. Yeah, that'd be a cool one. Yeah. Yeah, AF, that shit's irritating. That's how you drive in Wisconsin? No, we don't do that, dude. We try to get from A to B in a orderly fashion and as timely as possible. And then another thing, I don't know how it is, each state is different, but in Florida, you can take a right turn at a red light, right? It's legal. As long as nobody's coming, doesn't matter what color the light is, you can make a right turn. Okay. Now you get behind somebody with New York or Ohio plates. I might be wrong on the state, but um, the from another state that you can't do that. Well, they'll just hold you up. You know what I mean? You're waiting for them, and they won't go. There's no traffic coming. They won't go. They don't realize it's legal to turn right, so they just sit there. You honk your horn at them. They're just frozen like deer in headlights. Yeah, that shit's aggravating when they don't understand the rules of the road down here. Yeah, yeah, Rusty. Yeah, it's safer to drive up there during the winter, huh? Because they all come down here. Yeah, yeah. That's one thing about Florida. The further south you go, the more north it gets. Yeah, yeah. You're right, MJ. Yeah, yeah. AF. Why not have it? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, some states care about jaywalking. Florida doesn't. You can walk across the street anywhere you want. I've never seen anybody get in trouble for jaywalking ever. Uh, when I was in Washington State, it's been a few years now, but you couldn't turn right on red in Washington State. So there are states where you can't turn right on red. Yeah, it's clear. Move the hell out of the way. Yeah, yeah, Hurst. Shit gets so aggravating. Yeah, Houston is the Autobahn. Jeff, I believe it. That's what our I-75 is like. It's dangerous as hell. It's either just all out, full bore, or it's a complete stop because there's been a pile up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't speed anymore. I used to, but I just realized that, for my own peace of mind, I stopped doing that shit. Yeah, screwed things up, tech brats. Yep. Oh, really, Christopher? Yeah, I didn't realize that. You must have been wearing beads and smoking a lot of dope, DVS. You can in Michigan, Rusty? All right. Yeah. Yeah, Christopher, 75's nuts, dude. Just, when was it? Day before yesterday, had a semi truck burned down to, I mean, burned down to the frame. I don't know what that thing was hauling, but right in the middle of I-75, locked up. It was a parking lot. I-75 was a parking lot for hours. Semi truck just burnt to the. It was hardly recognizable as a semi truck. Yeah, like they have ticket money sedition. Yeah, yeah. Right on red in Michigan. Okay, you make up your own rules, OG. As you're driving, huh? You don't like make them up while you're sitting there on the couch. You make them up as you're going down the road. Yeah, that's the way to do it. You drive a little fast. I stay about, a little over the speed limit, 5 miles an hour over the speed limit now. Try to, you know. Yeah, oh my God, it's Wick is spot on. Yeah, I like that dude. Yeah. Yeah, in order to play the game, you must understand the game. Yeah, Tomcat. Oh, over on 19. Okay. Yeah, I heard in the news about the forest fires, and 19 was closed down for a couple days, or a day or something like that. They shut down Highway 19 because of the forest fires a while ago, a week ago or so. Joe P, what's up, Joe P? Glad to see you here, buddy. Glad you could make it, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, different country. I've driven in Korea, and it's a really a culture shock when you go to another country and drive, uh, because the laws are just different, and everything. It's cool, it's interesting, but yeah, you expect everything to be like it is on the road here, and it's not at all. Yeah, it's even a culture shock. Like if you go to LA or New York and try to drive something like that, or Chicago and try to drive around, it's completely different. Yeah, keep catching yourself driving like 10 under, Roz. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't. What if if the speed limit's 80 miles an hour? What the hell why is there a speed limit? Why can't you do 90 or 100 if you can do 80 legally? I don't. I would just have speed limits for well, only rob people for their money over speed limits through school zones and stuff, keeping kids safe. I believe in that kind of stuff. But other places, residential places and stuff, if you get caught speeding through there, the cop should be able to pull you over and uh, give you a warning or something, take up your time or whatever. But just robbing people for their money, that's a tough. It's hard for me to condone that shit. Boston is weird. Okay, Roz, I've never been to Boston. Drop the Obamas off at Congress. Yeah, just ignore them and drive. Yep. Yeah, don't stress or flip out. Yeah. Rex Chaoticus, what's up, Rex? Glad to see you here, buddy. You coming in at the end, though, man. Our hour is almost up. Yeah, garner income under the guise of law. Yep. Another victimless crime. If you hurt somebody, I mean, you should go to damn jail. But if you haven't hurt anybody, uh, I know that there's a lot of different opinions on that. But I think there'd be a better way than just robbing people. Oh, okay. As long as you stay under 80, they normally won't bother you. Okay. A four a full 4 seconds at a stop sign. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, that's bullshit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Jeff. All right, MJ. Be cool, buddy. Yep, it's time. Our hour is up. So I will thank y'all for showing up and hanging out with me. Thank y'all for having common damn sense and thinking and asking questions about everything that's going on. Uh, Thank you for contributing to the conversation. We're all here learning from each other, learning new shit, gaining wisdom from each other's life experience. It's a fantastic time to be alive, fantastic time to be a part of this community we're building here. I just love it, and I appreciate all of you. So thank you very much. So also, I was proud to be Generation X last night when I saw everybody showing up to support Living and Active during his live stream. All of y'all from Gen X Thinks were popping in over there. Jeff Seven. Who else was over there? DVS was over there. Who else? I'm trying to remember who else. But Laura Ann, a bunch of y'all. We outnumbered everybody else by far. Everybody from Gen X Thinks here. So I wanted to thank y'all for going over there. Those of y'all that went over there and supported Living and Active last night. I was just so proud to be Gen X and proud to be part of this community. It really warmed my heart. I'm serious. So thank you so much. That was just awesome. So just another reason to be proud to be part of the greatest generation alive today. I'm serious. So thank y'all for doing that. I really do appreciate it. Had a great time. Living was dropping knowledge on us, and it was just fantastic. So thank y'all. So I'll say thanks to Shannon, Raziel, Jared McCoy, Sedition, OG Tango, Living and Active, hanging with Christopher, Tripwire, Jeff Boyardee. Yeah. Who else? Jeff Seven, Rusty Doob, Tomcat, Joe P, my boy Joe P, Rabbit, connecting the rabbit holes. AF. I'm going to check my email, AF, as soon as I'm done here. Mr. Hurst. Who else? Who else we have? MJ. I think MJ already left us, though. Sedition. DVS. Rex Chaoticus. What an awesome handle is that, huh? We're all jealous of Rex Chaoticus because he got that handle. Even the chicks are jealous of Rex Chaoticus' handle. Yeah. All right. Did I get everybody? I can't have gotten everybody already. I know I'm missing somebody here. Did I say OG Tango? I said goodbye to OG Tango already, didn't I? Oh, there, American Mutt. Yeah, American Mutt was here. All right. Can't forget American Mutt. All right. I think now I may have gotten everyone. Oh, Dog Karma, Erica. Yeah. Did I say Rusty Doob? I can't forget my Canadian buddy. I think I already said his name, though. But Rusty deserves 2 goodbyes, as we all know. All right. So, thank you very much. Emily, there she is, our honorary Gen Xer. Good morning, Emily. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Emily. Thank you for supporting the channel. All right. So, thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time. I sincerely do. And today we're going to dedicate our spiel to Living and Active's very successful first inaugural live stream last night. So this is for you, Living and Active. I know you've been waiting on the spiel. You live for it, right? He's sitting there on pins and needles just waiting for the spiel. Pete, what's up, Pete? Goodbye, Pete. Y'all have a great day. As always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, it's only $2.99 a month, and I'll put that link down in the description, or you can head over to the channel page and become a member that way. But I really appreciate all the support from the members out there. This is the members banner here, and I really appreciate these people. They support the channel directly through memberships, and it helps out a lot, so thank you very much to all the members.
If you're interested in Gen X gear, we got some pretty cool stuff over there at Redbubble. Gen X Thinks and Gen X branded stuff, t-shirts, coffee mug stickers, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. But I'll leave that link down in the description too for any of you who are interested. If you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Thinks, please put those down in the comments, or you can email us, and the email is genxthinks@gmail.com. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.